puncher. Just when he fires off 2 or 3, you think he's through. Out comes another couple. And those are the ones that do the damage. Whoa.
And the warning from the referee, Bill Connors.
This has settled down to hard fighting. Very little hot dogging. As Jones has come to work. It looks like he is determined to knock out Amundsen after a very kind of quiet first round.
Jones now using the jab effectively. Amundsen forced to cover up.
Anytime he comes close, he gets hammered to the body, to the head.
Jones with the left hook, and he is painting Amundsen here in round 3.
Amundsen throwing some basketball fakes at him, but they don't do any good. This is boxing, and he is getting hammered.
Well, there seems to be satisfaction in the corner of Roy Jones. He is handled by his father, Roy Jones Sr., one-time middleweight who fought in the 60s and the 70s. And faced Marvin Hagler in July of 1977, losing to Hagler, a bout that was stopped in the 3rd round.
Jones got hit, did a little posturing, and then returned with 2 or 3 slamming shots. Right now, his punches are way too wide, Roy Jones. He's got to get down to pinpoint punching. He's gotten sloppy now. Getting used to easy pickings. He is throwing those long arm shots, which will not work when he gets in with top competition.
Minute gone by. This is round 4, scheduled for 8. Does Ron Amundsen take a good shot? Or is it a question of the punching power of Roy Jones perhaps not being as strong as advertised?
The first part is true. He takes a good shot. The second part is you haven't seen Jones's power yet because he hasn't dug in to throw sharp, crisp punches. He's been throwing these arm punches and showboat punches. When he gets down, look at the way he keeps his left hand down. Jones does. When he gets down to digging those toes in and really punching, then he does knock everybody out. Look at that. He left his feet on that punch. You know, you look down in that corner, it was all black and silver. Did it remind you much of the Raiders, which are wherever they're going to end up?
No. A strong body shot by Roy Jones.
Over and over again, that demonstration. You cannot substitute for reflexes and hand speed.
And a very sharp combination by Jones. Amundsen, on the other hand, is strictly an arm puncher with no power.
And slow. The deadly news is he's slow. Amundsen just took a big, deep breath. His arms are low, indicating nice weariness.
10 seconds left in round 4.
This is the punch where he left his feet. A left hook. Look at that lunging thing. It looks like an aircraft leaving an aircraft carrier. He almost went into flight with that punch. It didn't land, and if it had, it wouldn't have done any damage.
You have to, you know. We don't want to, but you have to resort to it. You have to resort to putting your elbows up between you and him. Or you have to resort to putting an elbow up between you and him when y'all come to make contact.
And that is Roy Jones Sr. talking to his son. Ron Amundsen, very quiet, soft-spoken when he came to Pensacola last month to promote this fight. The local promoters wanted him to make negative remarks about Roy Jones to help encourage ticket sales, but they were disappointed because All Amundsen would say is that Roy Jones is a fine fighter, a wonderful human being, and he promised to pray for Roy.
The religious background, he seems to subdivide it very well. Inside the ring, he blocks that out. Outside the ring, he's a very religious and sensitive man.
A man who did Mormon missionary work in Chicago and spent 2 years in Seoul, South Korea during his formal missionary time. Ron Amundsen out of Chicago, where he was a 4-time Golden Gloves champion.
Well, right now we're getting about to that point in the fight, in an 8-round fight, where you can say he just about hasn't got a prayer. I mean, because he is being dominated here. I think there's no question that Roy Jones's next fight will be a 10-round fight as he... Ooh, what a combination by Jones.
And follows it up effectively, but Amundsen remains standing. We've had no knockdowns. But Jones now pouring it on as we hit the halfway mark of round 5.
Jones getting serious about this knockout thing. There's no steam in Amundsen's punches.
A right hand that just grazed Amundsen. And Amundsen getting to the body of Jones.
Jones. Absolute frustration on the face of the more experienced fighter Amundsen, who thought he could keep the pressure on and neutralize Roy Jones. Roy Jones has taken his pressure and turned it back on him.
Amundsen was nailed by a hard left hook by Davey Hilton last September. Hilton broke his jaw, and Amundsen is getting nailed continuously here in the 5th round.
Uh-oh. That's the first sign of hot dogging, sticking your tongue out.
Final seconds of the 5th. On to round 6. Marv Albert with the fight doctor, Freddie Pacheco. Roy Jones coming off a very powerful 5th round. What does the fight doctor scorecard tell us?
I have a total shutout. 50-45 in points, quite unofficially, but I don't think anybody in his right mind could give one round to Ron Amundsen, who has been taking a boxing lesson and a shellacking. When if you send those trunks that Jones has to the cleaners, you re-chrome them after every fight. Ooh, first 2 decent shots that Amundsen has landed in rounds and rounds.
At this point with Ron Amundsen.
What a display of speed and punching ability. You get the feeling that if he just dug down and started to really punch hard for a knockout, he'd get it. But Amundsen displaying an admirable